it's Evie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a testing Poundland makeup video because I love doing these testing videos. I've done one, which is MUA. To be honest, that was kind of bad because I had to redo the video because the first time through I just didn't like it. So then it wasn't really first impressions, but this is like full on first impressions of Poundland makeup. Today I'm going to be testing out all this makeup I have here. I have 7 things which make a full face, so I thought I'd go over everything with you. This is pretty much everything they had apart from like contour, blush, a liner I think, and like lipstick, but I've got lip gloss. But it's pretty much like a full face, so I thought I'd test out the products for you and I really hope you guys do enjoy. Also shout out to Hannah for helping me pay for this, even though it was actually like £7 for all of this, which I think is a pretty good price for a full face. But let's just see how the products act. And by the way, my hair is so frizzy, I actually don't know what's going on, so please just ignore that. And also have no makeup on. But yeah, I really hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I have, by the way, I have a mirror here, which is why I'm looking down. The first thing I have is this foundation. Now, if you've seen the other testing Poundland makeup videos, this foundation I'm pretty sure is the one that everyone uses. I think this is the one with the UVA filters, a bit fancy, but I think they have one without as well. I got the shade Cool Porcelain, which looks quite light, but like I'm quite pale, so we will see. Hasn't been used. Whoa, well done Poundland. Okay, I'm literally just gonna go straight in and put this on. Like, whoa, that was stressful. Okay, it's kind of moussey. I feel like it's really moussey. I've seen other people say it's moussey, so I'm just going to use my buffing brush. It's really moussey, but like I quite like it. It's quite thick. It smells disgusting. But, and I also don't have any primer on or base, so I don't know if that's going to like affect it or anything. I mean, I'm not doing the thing where I like come back 5 hours later in this video, but I don't know if it'll affect how the makeup goes on. But they didn't have a primer, otherwise I would have actually got it because I really like using primers. It's not actually that bad, I'm not going to lie. It reminds me of my Rimmel Breathable foundation in a way, like, even though I've only got one foundation, but it reminds me of it because it like is a really light coverage. But I mean, unless I'm just being an idiot, I feel like it does actually have a bit of coverage and it looks quite natural as well. I mean, it's quite like you can feel you have it on. Blending wise, it's like not that bad, to be honest. It's just really wet. Like, I bought powder though, so hopefully you can like set it down. I think it has actually given me a tiny bit of coverage, but it's really like quite light, I think. So if you're looking for a like full coverage foundation, I wouldn't get this one. It's kind of light. I just feel like it's on my skin. I'm trying to look close to it. To be honest, it is like kind of clung. You can't see at all literally on camera, I bet, but like it's kind of clinging a little bit to my skin. So that is the foundation. You can also lay it up, I guess, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to try and lay it up because like I don't want it to be really thick on my face because I hate that feeling. But you can probably try and lay it up. I feel like it probably would layer. This is Hide and Chic concealer. It was the only one that they had for me in my local Poundland. Basically, on a little chart they had like the shades and like a little picture of what each of the shades look like. And I got Natural Beige, which is number 2. This is what it looks like, by the way. I got number 2, which is Natural Beige. There was Ivory as number 1, but a little more orangey. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get Natural Beige. So I don't know if this is gonna be wet. That is disgusting. It's so wet. Literally, look, can you see that? I don't know if that's like put up, but that it looks like someone's just dipped that in a sink. So that's really enjoyable. Hopefully it's not gonna be wet. It's actually wet, like there's a layer of wetness. Okay. Oh my gosh, I really don't want to use this. This is apparently natural coverage. So like, obviously, because it says natural coverage, I'm not gonna expect like a high coverage concealer. Oh no! Okay, so guys, I wouldn't buy this. I mean, I feel like I was using it quite like that. Like, okay, so this bit has come off, which is really great. So yeah.
It might be because it's hot. It might be melted.
No, it's not. It's not melted though. It's hard. I mean, maybe it's melted. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and salvage some. By the way, I feel like I want to rate things up. Oh, this is so early. I feel like I want to rate things out of 10. The foundation, I would give it a 7 maybe. 10 being like amazing. Because, or 6 or 7, because it's quite light coverage. Depends what you like with your coverage. But I feel like the texture of it and everything else is quite good. To be honest, I'm not that disappointed with the coverage of this concealer. It said natural coverage, but for me, that is what I would expect out of a concealer. This is like what my base would usually look like, if you know what I mean, like after I do like foundation and concealer. This is like how much coverage I'll have with my usual products that I like. So I don't mind it. It's just really, really greasy on my skin, and I'm glad I bought powder because I'm gonna set this down. The next thing is the Smoothly Does It press powder, and I got Natural Beige 2 again, which is matching the shade with the concealer. I think the number 1 was translucent, but I thought I would see if the powder that had colour like had any more coverage. Basically this is what it looks like. You get quite a lot of product, to be honest with you. I'm just going to use my Real Technique setting brush because I don't, well actually they might do brushes but I didn't get them. I really like this under my eyes. I think it's really, really soft and like smooth under my eyes, and I quite like, I like to put quite a lot under my eyes because I feel like it gets really greasy and I get really oily eyelids. Okay, so I put it around my eyes. I think the shade's alright for me. I look quite pale, I'm not gonna lie, and it's kind of patchy a little bit around my eyes. I don't know if that's just me. But I'm gonna do under my eyes, and then for the rest of my face, I'm just gonna use just a powder brush just to set it all down. Okay, to be honest, the paleness could be like changed with some bronzer, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna have to go for a pale complexion shade, which isn't bad at all. Okay, now I'm going to move on to, I guess, some highlight. So, I'm quite excited to try this highlighter. It's the Good To Go highlighting powder, and this is actually number 1, so I'm guessing it's the lightest one, and it's Pearl Shimmer. It looks quite dark. I mean, maybe that's just me being a little bit perfectionist. Actually, you kind of need another highlighter because I don't have many, to be honest. It's kind of hard to open, not gonna lie, these little compact things. Okay, right. So, this is the highlighting powder. To be honest, it actually doesn't look that dark. I mean, maybe I'm just like overcomplicating things. I don't really have a brush for highlight. I want to use this, but like I've just used that for powder, so I might just use my fingers, to be honest. Oh my god, it's kind of dark. It's really pink. I don't know if you can see that. It's like pink here, and nothing comes off. Like I've just kind of put quite a lot on. Can you see it's like really pink? Okay, I'm not a big fan. I saw these other videos of people doing like using this highlighter, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's really good, but I'm not a big fan. Kind of looks like blusher, so I guess I'm gonna use this blusher. By the way, concealer, I would rate it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. And what else did I use? The powder, probably like a 7. It's not that bad. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take a big brush and kind of blend that out, like so it's kind of like a blush, kind of, I don't really know. And we're not really going to put that much of it on because I'm really not a big fan. I was going to try one of their cream eyeshadow sticks and maybe use this highlighter, but I thought I'd try a powder because I'd heard good things about it, but I really don't like it very much. I mean, it might work for people with darker skin, but then I feel like it's not even shimmery at all, so it doesn't really remind me of a highlighter. I mean, it's quite pretty as a blush, I think, so I'm just going to keep it like that. I would give this like a 6. Well, for a blush, I think it's quite pretty. For a blush, I'd give it like a 7. But for a highlighter, I'd give it like a 4 or 5 because this is matte, it's not really shimmery. The lightest one is quite dark. So now I'm going to move on to eyebrows. We have 4 products left. This is the eyebrow kit, and it says create the perfect brow using one or a blend of the eyeshadow powder shades, finish with a sweep of the highlighter. So this is what it looks like. They didn't have like a light or a dark palette, so yeah, but this has like colours for like basically all eyebrows, apart from I guess like gingery toned eyebrows. I guess you could mix the browns, but that's what it looks like. I don't think I'm going to use the black. I feel like I'm just going to mix those 2 browns together, and I'm just going to use an Anastasia brush. I don't know what I'm doing because I never fill in my eyebrows anymore, so I'm just going to kind of be really natural. You know what I mean? That's actually quite cute. Right. I need this mirror really close to me because I cannot do this. Okay, so overall review on this. I'm terrible at filling in my eyebrows, and I don't think this is that bad, to be honest. I am going to try and do a little bit of the highlighter that's using it. I did actually end up using all the colours. I did a bit of the darker black colour at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and use some of the highlighter under my eyebrow. Okay, so this is like the eyebrow highlight. To be honest, I don't think it showed up that much, and I did put quite a bit on. It's more just glitter rather than like shimmer and pigmentation. Put a little bit in my inner corners as well, just to like highlight it a little bit. I guess if you liked it quite subtle, it would be nice, but overall I think the eyebrows is quite good, and they also did eyebrow pencils, but I'm not good at using those, so I just got the powder, and I actually quite like it. I want to like use it again if I want to ever fill in my eyebrows because it's quite good and it's pretty easy to use as well, so I give this like a 7 or 8 out of 10. So now for the eye area. I didn't get any liner because I literally just cannot do liner, so I got some mascara, and then I also got some eyeshadow. So this is the Do The Duo Gold Crown 3, and there's like a sparkly brown and then just like a sparkly nude kind of colour. I kind of wish that they had like a matte dark colour, but it's okay. They also did separate eyeshadows, but I thought I would just get like a better value. And then for mascara, I got the Turn Up the Volume and Define in Ultra Black. They also had black, brown, brown and black, I think. I was going to get the black brown because I kind of wanted to try out like a brown mascara because I never had before, but I wanted to play it safe and just get like an Ultra Black and show you guys how it works. So I've taken the little seal off this eyeshadow and now I'm going to get started. So the brush I'm using is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I'm basically just going to put brown in my crease and this all over my eyelid, which is really simple, but we will see how it goes. This is alright. It definitely feels like a cheap eyeshadow, like when I'm blending it in. It doesn't blend very well. It's quite chalky, I guess. And then also, you're gonna have to put your brush in it like multiple times to get a colour. But once you do, it's quite pretty. Like, it's quite like a deep brown sort of colour. And then on my lid, I'm going to use my fingers just to take this colour, and I can already feel it's kind of falling out a bit, but this is like a gold kind of thing. Yeah, it's like gold, but it's not like a pure gold, it's more like whitish gold kind of thing. It's really nice. I don't know how long it will last. I feel like it's that type of thing that won't last very long, because even just getting it a little bit, like even blending it a tiny bit on the brush, it just goes completely. But that is the eyeshadow. I actually think it's not that bad. Now moving on to mascara, which is my favourite bit, so I'm really, really excited. To be honest, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't really have high hopes because this was £1, and usually cheap mascaras, I feel like mascara, you get what you pay for. And I don't know what the one's going to be like. It didn't actually like give you a thing of what the one's going to be like, but judging by like the really simple packaging and just kind of what I think it would be for Poundland, I feel like it's just gonna be like a basic one, which isn't a bad thing. Apparently it has lengthening fibres, so it creates length, precise definition and separation with vitamin B5, because they like their vitamins apparently in these products. Ooh, okay, right, I'm quite interested in this one. It looks like this, basically. I think it's a plastic wand. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Hannah to go and get her eyelash curler so I could curl my eyelashes. I need the mirror quite close to me because I feel like otherwise I won't be able to get it really precise. I feel like there's like not any product in the bottle, even though I know there is. I'm just gonna say, I feel like the formula of this is really dry, which is not like a bad thing because I guess it means it doesn't smudge as much, but like also I don't know if it's a good thing because it means you might not get as much product on. It's on my eyelid a bit, but that's just my fault because I'm a bit clumsy. Honestly though, that is not that bad. It is lengthening. It does space my lashes out, which I like as well. Okay, so to be like 100% honest with you, this is kind of just like a basic mascara. I feel like it's just like, once now I've put it on, I mean, maybe you could layer it, but like, I definitely see like a difference from other mascaras of like how lengthening and volumizing is. It is quite nice, like it's a nice natural mascara, I guess, for school, but it's definitely not my favourite mascara, but it is good for £1. To be honest. My rating on the mascara will probably be like a 6. It's nothing really that special. It's kind of just like a basic mascara. But I am going to finish off now with the last thing. It's called Nice and Nude. Intense colour, moisturising formula for a bold and glossy colour. Shine on, intense colour and shine lip gloss. Okay, so this is the colour. It's not that sticky. I don't really mind it that much, like the stick of it. It's very, very like peachy pink, which I actually think goes with the eyes quite well. And I think it's quite pretty. But if you don't like it too pink, then it'd be not very good. But it's alright, you know, I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10 for £1. It's really, really good. And if you're looking for a nice coloured, shiny, pretty lip gloss, then this is definitely a really, really good one. And it goes with the eyeshadow. And I feel like it finishes off the look really, really nicely. So this is my full face of Poundland makeup. Okay, so I think overall I really, really like some of the makeup. Like I really quite like the lips right now that my hair's down. I feel like it complements my hair colour kind of. I think my favourite product would have to be maybe the eyebrows, because I actually think they turned out quite well. It's nice and pigmented. It's really, really good for the price. My least favourite would probably maybe be the concealer, because it's like had a watery layer, which is kind of disgusting. It broke, and also it was quite oily on my skin. But overall I feel like I was more impressed than I thought I was going to be. It's a really, really nice like selection of products. They go really well together, and this full face makeup right here would have cost me like, I don't know, like £30–60 in other makeup products, but in the Poundland world it cost me £7, which I think is so nice, and it's really, really pretty. I think also the highlighter I wasn't really a big fan of. The mascara was just okay. The eyeshadows were quite nice. The foundation was alright, to be honest. I don't really feel it on my skin anymore. I feel like my skin feels quite light. The powder was pretty much, it was nice. It was soft on my skin, and I can't really fault it that much. But yeah, so this is the overall look. I really hope you guys did enjoy me testing out these makeup products. If you'd like to see any other sort of like testing videos, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I will try and do those for you. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this. Let me know know down below your thoughts on it if you do have any Poundland makeup, and also what you think of this look, if you like it or not. I really hope you enjoyed, like I said. If you did, make sure to give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next week's video. Bye. Down here, make sure to go ahead and watch my last video, and then down here are my social medias, and you can also subscribe down there too.